From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
American Door Company has been family-owned and operated for over 29 years, supplying Northern California with quality garage doors, garage door openers, and installed with the best service you'd expect from a locally owned company. We serve all of Northern California from Willows all the way up to the Oregon state line. Give us a call today.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Meteorologist Mike Krueger. Let's get you right into your weather headlines as we go into your afternoon forecast. We've got a warming trend going into the weekend. We've also got gusty winds. You may have noticed that yesterday. You're going to notice it today. You'll notice it again tomorrow. But I do expect the winds to calm down later on in the weekend. Dry and warm through next week and only 14 days until spring, my friends. Take a look at that neighborhood forecast for the rest of the afternoon. About 70, give or take, in the valley, 50s and even some 60s for some of the higher elevations. We're looking at mainly sunny skies. High pressure is that dominant feature, but low pressure to our east, high pressure over the Pacific. That is that setup for those gusty winds. So there you can see that high pressure to the west, low pressure to the east, and we're getting that bit of a squeeze plate, giving us those gusty north winds today and tomorrow. But that low pressure, you can see over Mexico, that is continuing to dive down to the south and eventually to the east and move on out. Now we have what we call a flat ridge of high pressure. So you see all the storm systems that are riding through the Pacific Northwest. Some of those may try to clip extreme Northern California next week, but overall that high pressure is going to keep us mainly dry, and it will keep us on the warmer side as well. So again, the winds gusting upwards of 20 to 30 miles per hour in the valley and even all parts of the coast as well. That's the case again for your Saturday before they finally start to die down a bit. Now, another thing to take note is, yes, some of the mountain ridge tops are going to see gusts of 40 to 50 miles per hour. We're not expecting any power outages or down trees or anything of that nature. This is not a big wind event, but what it will do is blow some of those fresh pollens that are around. And for any of you that suffer from allergies, are going to start to feel those impacts. And even though the winds are dying down Sunday, Monday, still a bit breezy at about 10 to even upwards of 15 miles per hour. So for the rest of the day today, you're talking about 70 for the most part in the valley. Again, give or take, some in the low 70s, some in the upper 60s, 50s, even some 60s for the higher elevations, and upper 50s for the coast. Now tonight, with those winds blowing, it's going to be hard pressed to get out of the 40s, probably more like the upper 40s for those overnight lows. But calmer winds for many of the mountain areas, and that's why you're seeing those much colder temperatures there. You can see about 26 for Alturas and about 34 degrees in Weed. There's your 7-day forecast for the valleys. I think the peak of the warming trend will be over the weekend, especially for your Saturday. And then we'll level off in the low to mid 70s through next week. All right, so for the coast, also leveling off. Places like Del Norte, Siskiyou County, and even Modoc County could see a stray shower through parts of next week, but nothing to cancel any outdoor plans over. And even for the mountains, you are going to see those temperatures level off as we take you through next week. All right, that is a look at your afternoon update. I'll be back again this evening for a look at your deeper dive forecast. Have yourselves a great rest of your afternoon.